Howdy there folks, hope you can hear me okay, you can see me okay. Lovely day, sun's here, not bad for February, t-shirts, 20 odd degrees, pretty good, pretty good. Down in the forest obviously. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have this constant background noise here of the river down at the bottom. It's like this white noise. I've often thought about recording it and doing one of these 10-hour YouTube videos of, what would they say, ASMR wild river sounds to sleep to. Not much creativity in that video. I was making this, I don't know if we're going to get that, possibly. It's an old African meerschaum stummel that I've had kicking around for ages, but I couldn't save the stem. It's too far gone, so I've managed to sort of graft on this old stem here. I don't think it'll ever be the prettiest thing in the world, but it smokes. It smokes nice. It smokes good. And I'm smoking some Thomas Darius's Virginia Burley Twist. I think I did a video a little bit of that in the snow, and yeah, it's got rose petals in the mix, and it's such a nice tobacco, great tobacco. It's one of those ones that if you don't put the rose petal edition in, it's very rich and deep and an ideal kind of cold day tobacco. And there's only a few rose petals in 100 grams. It's not like it being shortchanged on the tobacco content. But when it's a nice sunny day, it's really nice just to shred a couple of the rose petals up in the mix, and you just get this really nice floral presence. It's so nice. So the purpose of this video is I was just watching a bit of the old YouTube this morning, and most of you are aware, I think, there's a five tobacco challenge doing the rounds by VR to Buckeye Piper, and Leo Allopold nominated me, and to be honest, it's quite a tough thing to work out, because I don't really smoke like that. I just tend to smoke what I fancy in whatever pipe I fancy whenever I fancy, and I'm not very organised with rotations and notes, and I tend to go by instinct. Or some pinball wizard. Smoke by intuition, smoke by sense of smell. Always get the relight. But I did my best with my proper scrap of paper. So obviously the premise is choose 5 tobaccos with a kind of premise or caveat on each one. And I kind of had to think about it, and I sort of had to improvise. So for my daily smoke, if I had to choose a tobacco that was going to be my daily smoke forever, I think I would probably choose, some people might think this is a bit strange, but oh no, maybe not actually, but I think I'd probably choose Mac Berron's Scottish blend, or Scottish mixture, isn't it it's called. The reason being is I kind of get quite a lot out of that tobacco, depending on my mood and what pipe I'm smoking it. Sometimes it comes over to me as I wouldn't say aromatic, but you know, it has got toppings on it, and that'll stand out. And then other days, other pipes, other moods, I can taste the different tobacco profiles come out. And I think there's something crazy like 30 different kinds of leaf they use in this mixture. But I kind of do enjoy smoking it quite a lot. There's a few other tobaccos I could have chosen for this, I guess, but I mean, some of them would probably be a bit obscure, so nobody would be able to possibly relate. And I think most people could probably relate to the Macbeth and Scottish mixture. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I find it quite rewarding and satisfying. And I don't get bored of it because it has all these different facets, which I was just trying to describe. Yeah, for me, I think if I had to choose, that would be my choice for the daily smoke. Over the counter, again, it's just such a difficult thing. The reason being, in France, the over-the-counter blends aren't really something that you would really consider smoking, to be honest. Maybe if you're on holiday and you want to try. I think Bremen Pipe Smoker, who's probably one of my favourite YouTubers actually. I think he's done a short video about French tobaccos because he comes to France on holiday. And they're just very generic brown tobaccos, very two-dimensional, nothing really going on there. If I had to choose French over-the-counter, I would choose Amsterdamer, I think it is, or Old Amsterdamer. So it's in a black packet, and a picture of I don't know, he looks like a Cossack. I don't think he is a Cossack on the packet. I mean, this how do you say? It's the lesser of the evils, possibly. I mean, it's okay, but it's just nothing. You'd never buy a second packet of it. So I stay away from over-the-counter blends in France. If I was in England, my over-the-counter blend would be Saint Bruno, without a question of a doubt. I've never actually bought it over-the-counter in England, but I've had a fair bit of it sent here in France in the past. And it's just a great, traditional, old-fashioned, honest, rewarding, rich tobacco. It's a good... yeah, so that would be my over-the-counter. If I was in England, my over-the-counter in France would be Amsterdamer. Friday night blend. Wow. Again, depends if I'm drinking high-strength lagers or single malt whiskies, I guess. But I've written down for that either Rattray's Marlin Flake. It's such a nice tobacco. I've got about 50 grams of it left, I think. So I don't want to kick the backside out of it because I probably won't be able to do another order for a few more weeks from Germany. But yeah, I mean, it's just such a great tobacco. I kind of have a passionate love affair with Rattray's Marlin Flake, actually. It's especially better if you've had it in the jar for a month, I think, personally, and give it a little bit of drying time. But, you know, what a tobacco. Or it would be another Thomas Darius mix, which I'm smoking now, the Virginia Burley, the VB Twist. Again, it's just such a rich, rewarding tobacco. You know, yeah, again, you know, I really had to struggle to think about this. The next one is tobacco to impress. Now, I don't know if we're going to get this. Probably not. And again, it's not a very impressive tobacco to smoke, and it's one of my own made. I don't know, twist, rope, I don't know what you'd call it technically. But when it's made, it's about this long. I've cut it up so it actually fits into jars. So you know, most people are quite impressed when I show them a whole one of these when I last made them. They're like, wow, you know. So yeah, that would be my choice of tobacco to impress. Yeah, it's very much a visual. Smells lovely, actually. I haven't done a test smoke of this for a while. Maybe I should see what it's actually like. So that would be my tobacco to impress. It certainly has a wow factor on the presentation, I think. It's smoking so well, this meerschaum, actually. I'm chatting away, it hasn't gone out. This tobacco's slightly moist when I cut it. Yeah, it's a lovely pipe. And my special occasion tobacco. Again, you know, I've never really, well, I've never tried any of these Frogmortons or you know, what I call the unicorn tobaccos. And I guess I'm going to judge this on rarity and amount that I have, and it would be another homemade plug, but the plug is actually made again by the source tobaccos were made by Thomas Darius again from Tobacco House Kiel. One part of it was Tom's Twist, which is 50% dark fired Kentucky and 50% Perique. My friend in England also, he bought I can't remember the name of it now, but it's off the same tobacco house in Germany. But it's 50% dark fired and 50% Latakia. And we both got down to our last little bits, and we decided to deconstruct it, you know, unroll it into its components, and we built a little plug press, and we pressed it in a big old, like a Victorian bookbinder's press for like, I don't know, a long weekend, 5 days. Then we cut it in half to share it, and I've got a very small bit of it, and oh man, it's phenomenal. It's one of those things that's greater than the sum of its parts. To the point, next time I do an order to Germany, I'm seriously considering getting one of each of these ropes, and they're proper twists. You know, they bend round and do the, you know, spiral rope thing, and doing the same, just deconstructing them and pressing them, because the source leaves are good quality. And yeah, so, you know, it's a full power tobacco, you know, so that works out 50% dark fired, 25% Perique, 25% Latakia. So, you know, I think most of you can imagine that's what direction that one heads for. Not for the faint of heart, but incredibly tasty tobacco. Yeah, got my new t-shirt on. You probably spotted. Shameless plug. Well, that's it, folks. This camera only records like 12 minutes segments for some reason, so I'm probably getting close to that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I meant to nominate 3 other people, and I can't, basically. I just had a quick look through my YouTube, because I'm doing other stuff at the second, and it seems that, just a quick scroll through, like most people have actually done this challenge. So I'm going to be an autonomous socialist and say, nominate yourself. Nominate yourself, go for it. Oh. Yeah, the 13-minute cut-off happened, sorry about that. So yeah, just nominate yourselves. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I spent a few hours or an hour going through everyone on the YTPC, I'd sure find some people that haven't done it. But like I say, lovely sunny day. Don't really want to be glued in front of the screen for too long. So yeah, nominate yourself. Yeah, I don't think I have anything more to add. Hopefully this weather will stay like this and get out and about a little bit more. Yeah, well, take care, folks. Great to see you. Thanks so much for all my new subscribers. Thank you everyone that's commented. I try really hard to answer each comment, but obviously some fall through the gaps, kind of thing, you know. But that's c'est la vie. All right, folks. Happy smoking, and catch you in a few days. And yeah, you know, like I say, nominate yourself, and we're all interested. So, you know, just VR to, was it Buckeye Piper? Yep, Buckeye Piper. Okay guys, thanks for your time and see you soon.